Hello YouTube, Grace Everlasting 7 here, and I am back with another video on my Nvidia Shield K1 tablet. And this, if you've read the title of my video, is obviously about root. And I have already rooted this tablet, and I love it rooted. I root a lot of my tech, and my phone's rooted. And basically there was one reason I rooted this was so I can put things on my SD card. And I'll show you that a little bit later. First, let me show you what I did here. So I'm going to open up Root Checker and show you for sure that yes, it is rooted. And you can see that I have Android 7.0, that's NOUGAT. So it did work, it is rooted, it works. I have been using it for a couple of weeks rooted, and I've had no problems with it so far. Now, I will post a link in the description of what I used to root the website, and I will just pull it up here for a minute. It's NvidiaShieldZone.com, and this is the website that I used. And you can see it's the tutorial for Root Shield Tablet K1 NOUGAT version. And it has all the steps. So you just push on the plus sign. It goes through the whole list of steps that you need to do. Make sure you read the directions carefully. Read them, please, because I am not responsible for your failure to read. So if you are going to do this, make sure you read the directions thoroughly. You know what you're doing before you start this. Okay? But these directions do indeed work. This is what I use to root this tablet, and it functions just fine. Now, what I'm going to show you is an app that I used soon as I rooted this tablet. It was the Apps2SD Pro, and there is a free version, but I have the Pro version. And you do need to have root access in order to use this, which is one of the reasons why I rooted my tablet, main reason pretty much. And the reason being actually has nothing to do with the tablet. It has to do with the Android system itself on how it treats SD cards. And I am not a big fan of this adoptable storage where it merges your SD card storage with your tablet storage or device storage, whatever it may be. And the reason why is because once you merge the SD card storage, it then becomes part of that device. Meaning if I wanted to take out that other SD card and put it in another device, I couldn't do that. So it's locked to that device. You can't put it in another device. You can't put it in the computer and add some more music files or something on it. It's locked to that device. I didn't want to do that. I like to use my SD card for multiple things. Sometimes I add other music to it, or in this case, I'll be adding some games and ROMs and things, and if I merged it with a tablet, I wouldn't be able to add anything else to it. So what I did was I wound up using one of these tools in this program here, and it's called a Partition Tool. And you can see this is actually my SD card partition here. So part of it is FAT32 and the other one's ext4. This is so that I have some storage that my tablet can read and use. And then I can take the card out and pop it into my computer and add some ROMs that way. And then my computer has a partition that it can read on the SD card also. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. This is not a very big card at the moment. It's only 16 gigs, but I am planning on buying a bigger card. That way I can split it a little more evenly, have a little more room for games and media and things like that. But this is what I did so that way I can use the storage and kind of have the best of both worlds. And then this way I can put ROMs on it or the games from the Play Store on the SD card. Now, I will say some of the games that I have tried to put on the SD card, it won't run. Like sometimes they crash or it just doesn't like the SD card. So you're kind of going to have to see which games play nice on the SD card and which don't. And this is the Link Apps to SD card. And yeah, you have to make sure your debugging is on and all that stuff. But you can see when I have apps on the SD card, it then says linked. So any apps that are there say linked. I didn't put too many on there. I was kind of just testing it out a little bit. But you saw one of them that was linked on there. These are like all the system apps too. And basically it just says link. So I'll just go back to the top because that's the first one I saw. So link. So if it's linked on there, that's where it goes. So if I click on here, okay, it basically says that everything is on my tablet's internal storage here. And then you hit link on the bottom. And then I can click selecting everything, hit OK, and then it'll transfer everything over to my SD card, which I didn't move Attaway over there. And another reason why I rooted the tablet was for Attaway, so that way I can have some ad-free experience here. And if anybody knows of any better ad-free apps and things, or getting rid of all the ads in the apps besides Attaway, just let me know in the comments below. So I'm always looking for something that works better. And this one is working okay. There's some ads it blocks and some ads it doesn't. And finally, why I rooted my tablet is to use Titanium Backup, which I've used Titanium Backup forever. Titanium Backup is great. I do have the paid version. You can use the free version with some feature restrictions, but I wound up using the paid one because I use it a lot. I root all my devices, so it was the best option for me. I have not created a backup of anything on this yet, and I'm not going to do that now because backups take a while. But basically, you can use it to back up all your apps and the data, which is why you need to be rooted, because root gives you so much more options. And it does say I'm rooted and everything. So pretty much the other reason I use this for is to freeze apps or uninstall apps. If I'm really sure I'm not going to use them ever again, I'll just remove all the bloatware, or I will use Titanium Backup to freeze it too. So there you have it. That is pretty much my Nvidia Shield K1 root in a nutshell here. If there is anything you'd like to know about this tablet, or if you have any questions about rooting this as you're reading it, I'll do my best to answer them. But again, you read the directions, you do something to your tablet, it is not my fault. Make sure you read through the directions. But I will post a link below about the website so that way you know what I used. It does indeed work, just make sure you read the directions. All right, thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Have a good one.